Welcome to Bahrain. It's round 2 of the calculated F1 Esports League, and we're back with the same format. We've got 18 minutes of qualifying and a 50% race distance. We got a rough gauge last week at the pace of the drivers. We've got some new drivers and we've got some returning ones as well. We've had a few change-ups, but we should be good to go. We've got crossing the line. We've got the Williams crossing the line. Who is that? Is that Ramis or is that Nagan? It must be Nagan. It is Nagan, and he's just started his flying lap. So let's go on board with Nagan as he completes his first flying lap of Bahrain track. It is quite a tough track. We did see some variable times in the time trials over the course of the process because it is a challenging circuit. It's got some very tricky turns. It does have the tight hairpin bend as well, but it does also just have two very long straights that you can make the most of and use for overtaking. But Nagan is it going into sector 3 now, putting his foot to the floor for the final straight before he makes the final turn into the pit straight. What kind of lap will he put down? We are getting some times in now. We've got Jamie in first with a 1:27.2. What time is Nagan going to put down on the mediums? It's a 1:28.9. Jamie's time is particularly impressive given that he's on the mediums, which you would say is the ideal time to start the race on. He's coming up to the start-finish straight now. What can he do? And he's into his lap. Round the right hander onto the pit, the back straight. Floor the accelerator before you make the final right turn into the pit straight, and you want a good exit out of here to get onto the accelerator because it is a crucial part of the lap that you can save a hell of a lot of time. If you open the DRS, Sniper's going to put in a 1:28.3 to go fourth, but again on the mediums, that is actually a very impressive lap time, I would say. Let's see what Jamie can do in this lap. Hopefully, he can push the one into the 125. Now that would be something to see and would give an example of some very, very quick pace going forward. Benedict has a real challenger this week. He kind of coasted home last week, did Benedict, but I really think Jamie is going to push him all the way this week. And we could see a very, very entertaining race, I think. There may only be 13 races, but I think we're going to see some very quick lap times, some very quick racing, and some very good wheel-to-wheel racing. There's only 2 minutes left in the session though, so everyone who does want to get a lap in again needs to get out really. I think we're going to see a lot of runners running the softs here unless they really desperately want to start on the mediums, but if you want, I think it's all about qualifying here. If you can get a good runner down into turn 1 on the brakes, I think it's all about how quickly you can start, personally. Benedict goes quickest with a 1:25.9, steals pole position away at the last minute by the looks of it. It's a very quick lap. What can Nagan do? Nagan puts in a 1:27.2. Agent did get a 5th-place grid penalty, but was in last anyway, so it's not going to take any effect. I think that was the only real problem. J Hendo, terminal damage. Lights out and away we go. Let's go on board with Benedict into the first corner. Jamie has dived down the inside. Jamie takes it into P1 and Benedict drops down in P2. It's a fast start from everyone. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Someone has spun. We have a crash. It looks like between Rami, Ghost, Sanchez and Sniper have all crashed into each other. And on the scraps in the midfield though, we've got Caleb, J Hendo and Loho all in a train battle going down. Loho has lost it. He spun the front end and he crashes into the barrier. He might have lost his front wing. He's definitely going to have to come into the pits there, though. He's going to have to wait to rejoin the track as well. He joins in last, and I think he's going to... who can we find? Benedict is catching up to Jamie. This is going to be an interesting battle at the front of the grid. Is he going to make a dive down the inside? No, he locks up the tyre. Jay Hendo's just got past Caleb, interestingly, as Caleb runs wide. The Haas overtakes the Force India coming down towards the hairpin. He's going to dive down the inside. He's got away without making any contact there, and he's got the move done. It was a bit dangerous, but he got it done in a very brave move. Benedict is catching up to Jamie. Can he get the move done? Down to the first corner again. He goes down the inside. Can he get a good exit? I don't think he's going to get the move done even with DRS. Jamie's going to defend the inside line. He's going to have to dive around the outside. No, he can't get it done. Let's stay on board though. I can see Jay Hendo is catching back up to Caleb again, so let's quickly go down the field and see if he can get it done on the back straight, on the straight as well. Sanchez and Sniper have dived into the pits. I imagine they both had damage from the crash on the first corner. Jay Hendo is going to make a dive for it. No, he's not. He is. There is contact and he pushes Caleb wide. We're going to battle it down into the hairpin. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. He's left enough space and he's got the move done and got ahead of Caleb. It looks like Benedict has made a move on Jamie, but the side by side again. Benedict gets past Jamie into the DRS zone. Benedict, I think, will have the DRS as well. Jamie's coming back up the inside. Will have the inside line to the corner. This is a great battle between the front two. Well, it's apart from the front, the field are quite spread out. Overtake open. Will he get the move done? Benedict and Jamie are still fine at the front. It's down to the 10th of a second. Let's quickly go look. I think Benedict may have crashed it somewhere because he's dropped within 2 seconds. There may have been some kind of contact and some kind of turn there but Mr. Ghost does go down the inside of Blitz and gets past him. Blitz is going to fight back. Will he go dive back down the inside? No, he won't. Ghost has got the move done. He's not, but Blitz is coming back at him. But Mr. Ghost has the DRS and I think we'll pull away here with ERS open as well. Unless Blitz wants to dive down the inside, I think Ghost has the position on board again to watch. As Caleb appears to crash out, he's lost his front wing. I don't know if that's connection issues or what, but that seemed a bit strange. So Caleb is out of the race. He's crashed into the barrier in the middle of Sector 2. So we don't really have any battles going on now. Benedict comes into the pits. Let's see what the pit stop's like. Benedict comes back out in P7 by the looks of things. You'd expect the soft runners to start pitting soon. Wait, so the gang comes into the pits. Off the softs, he looks like he's putting on another set of softs, so he must be two-stopping because you do have to change tyre compound at least once. He's going to come back out in P6 by the looks of it as Mr. Ghost does come into the pits and fits the hard tyres. That should be a one-stop strategy right there. Jay Hendo is closing up to the back of Ramis quite quickly as Ramis's tyres probably do start to fall off on the softs, 7 laps old. You'd expect Hendo to be able to go a little bit longer on the mediums. Hendo in first but hasn't pitted yet on the mediums. We've got Benedict in second on new softs. Jamie in third on the new hard tyres. Nagan has just got past Blitz on new softs while Blitz is on mediums. Ramis is in 6th on new softs and Mr. Ghost is in 7th also on new hards. Benedict is closing up to the back of Jay Hendo on new softs, though he has locked up and made contact with the back of Jay Hendo's car. You'd expect him to get him on the pit straight here as long as Jay Hendo doesn't dive across and go into the pits. He's coming up on the outside of him, gets the move done. You wouldn't expect any fight back from Jay Hendo. He's running a completely different race, looking to try and secure a podium. Nagan running a solid fourth. We do have a yellow flag in Sector 2. It is Rami who has gone off. He appears to be able to carry on though, but he has gone off and Sniper has got up into P8. Is he retiring? He appears to have a puncher rear left. A rear left puncher. I'm not sure what from. I'm not sure whether that's just from tyre wear. They are 9 lap old softs. I think it's just that the tyre has gone. Rami may have to pull over and retire. He may make it round, I'm not sure. He's lost it again. I think he may have to retire from the session here. Blitz has got a good exit in fairness to him on the medium tyres. as we see Jamie closing up to the back of... Jamie is DNF'd from second place. He's obviously lost it somewhere. And from second place, Jamie is out on the new hard tyres. I don't know what has happened there. Maybe you can let us know. But from second place, Jamie is out, which you'd imagine would leave Benedict with actually quite an easy victory from here, because no one strategy-wise is going to be able to take him on. No one else is running a one-stop from the top 6 car, top 5 car, I should say. Mr. Ghost maybe on the hards could push him, but he has got a pit stop. Probably he'd come back out in 4th position as Remy does dive down the inside of CRL Blitz, gets the move done, gets on the power, and gets into 4th place. There is an extra podium place really up for grabs now that Jamie has crashed out. You'd imagine that Blitz will come into the pits very, very soon on 12-lap-old mediums, and the same with Jay Hendo. He has come into the pits. Let's see where he comes back out. He had to get off the mediums before they did puncture. You'd imagine that Benedict and Naghan will be thinking about pitting soon. Jay Hendo does go onto the hard tyre, which means he will be running to the end of the race and doing a one-stop. So he may be in contention for a 2nd or 3rd place towards the end of the race. You'd have to see what time he comes out on, as Blitz does come into the pits too and fits the hard tyres as well. So Blitz and Hendo will be able to go to the end of the race on those tyres, that's for sure. So they're both running one-stop strategies. Can they make it work to try and get onto the podium? Blitz has got DRS on Sniper and will look to take him into the first corner. You would imagine he's got a massive extra speed. He's going to dive down the inside. Sniper can't defend it, but he breaks later. Last of the late breakers. And keeps the position. Good defending there from Sniper. Blitz is going to try and dive down the inside again, but doesn't get it. We have a yellow flag in Sector 2. Not too sure what's happened there. It doesn't look like anyone's gone off. Looks like we should be okay. And you feel like he should build that lead up, as Naghan is going to dive down the inside of Mr. Ghost on the pit straight with DRS and ERS open. It wasn't a difficult move. He's got the move done before the first corner, and Mr. Ghost is going to try and fight back up the inside actually, but Naghan stays ahead and moves up into P3. We need to go on Bob and Naghan though, who is closing up to Jay Hendo. He has got DRS and overtake open. Can you get the move done here? Mr. Ghost is coming to the pits. Don't feel like the hards can get him to the end of the race. So Ramis is back up into P4. Blitz will close back to within... You'd say the area of Mr. Ghost, but Mr. Ghost is on the soft tyres, so should be able to keep the position ahead and may be able to chase after Ramis. Jay Hendo is sticking within DRS of Naghan, but you feel like on hard tyres that are 8 laps old versus mediums that are 5 laps old, he may struggle to keep up with him. But Benedict is going to coast home in P1. He's fully going for it. Keeps looking at the tyres. He's going for the fastest lap though. Just started Sector 3. It's an easy victory as he comes onto the back straight for the final time. I don't think Sniper's going to get the move done. Still got 2 seconds to make up. Rounding the final corner is Benedict. He had a big battle with Jamie, who did crash out, but he is going to come home in P1, and Benedict wins in Bahrain. It's a solid P2 for Naghan. Naghan takes P2 and Jay Hendo takes P3 for Haas. Ramis is going to come home in P4 in the Williams, and Sniper is actually closing up to Blitz. I think he's going to get him. He does get him as well. Sniper takes P6. It was Blitz's AI, which isn't going to be able to fight back. So Ramis has come home in P4. Mr. Ghost is going to come home in P5. Sniper is going to take the driver of the day, goes to Jay Hendo for his P3. Benedict wins for a second week in a row, first in Australia, then in Bahrain. And Benedict takes it for Alfa Romeo.